Dr. Alex Mercer stepped carefully through the glowing forest. The air shimmered with a soft green light, and strange floating spores drifted lazily past him. He had never seen anything like this planet before. The trees were tall, with leaves that glowed like lanterns, and the ground squirmed with little crawling creatures. As a human scientist, Alex was fascinated, but he also knew danger could be hiding behind any glowing bush. He was part of an expedition team sent to study alien life on planet Zyra, a remote world with unusual flora and fauna. Today, he had ventured alone to collect samples of a plant that seemed to react to human touch. But suddenly he heard a sharp cry, more animal than human, coming from a nearby grove. Alex ran toward the sound and found her. A young alien female caught in a strange metal trap. Her limbs twisted awkwardly. Her skin shimmered blue and green, and her eyes glowed like liquid sapphires. She looked frightened and in pain. "Hey, don't worry. I'm here to help," Alex said softly, approaching her slowly. He knew from experience that sudden movements could scare animals, and possibly alien creatures too. She hissed, pulling back, but her strength was weak. Alex examined the trap and noticed sharp edges digging into her arm. He carefully used his multi-tool to release her. The alien's eyes never left his, watching every move. Once she was free, Alex gently checked her injuries. Several deep cuts were on her arm, and a leg was badly sprained. "Okay, this might hurt a bit, but it's necessary," he said, and used a portable medical scanner to assess the damage. To Alex's relief, her wounds were serious, but not life-threatening. He cleaned the cuts, applied antiseptic gel, and set her leg with a flexible splint. She flinched a few times but remained surprisingly still, almost as if she trusted him. When he finished, she slowly opened her glowing eyes and looked at him. Alex smiled. "All done. You'll be okay." Then, without warning, she lunged forward and bit his arm. Sharp teeth pressed into his skin, and he yelped, pulling back instinctively. "Ow, why did you do that?" The alien stepped back, looking confused. Then he heard rustling from the trees. Several more aliens appeared, watching them silently. They looked similar to the female, some smaller, some larger, all with shimmering skin. They did not attack. Instead, they stared at Alex like he was important. The female he had healed stepped closer to the group. Alex felt a strange pressure in the air, like everyone was waiting for something. Then one of the larger aliens made a series of strange sounds. The others nodded in response. Alex frowned. I don't understand." The female touched his arm, and the bite mark glowed faintly. Alex blinked. That couldn't be, could it? The alien suddenly moved closer, forming a circle around him. The larger alien stepped forward and spoke in a low voice, strange clicks and whistles, which somehow Alex instinctively began to understand, as if his brain was translating. "You are the Alpha," the alien said. Alex froze. "Alpha? I'm a human. I'm just a doctor. I don't even know your customs." But the aliens did not seem to care. They moved respectfully aside, letting him stand in the center of their circle. The female who bit him, now identified as Lyra, stepped beside him, her glowing eyes calm and trusting. Alex looked down at his arm. The bite mark was still there, glowing faintly. He realized that this was not just a bite. For this tribe, it was a sacred act, a ritual that marked someone as their protector and leader. He took a deep breath. "All right, I guess I'm the Alpha now." His voice wavered, but he tried to sound confident. Inside, he had no idea how he would survive this role. The largest Zyran gestured toward the forest. Alex followed and saw movement in the shadows. A huge predator, something like a mix between a wolf and a lizard, was stalking the tribe. It had sharp claws and glowing eyes. It paused, sniffed the air, and growled, a low, terrifying sound. Alex's heart raced. Okay, so being Alpha might mean fighting monsters. Got it. The tribe looked at him expectantly. They did not panic. They seemed to trust that he could protect them, even though he had never seen anything like this predator before. Alex felt a strange mix of fear and pride. He quickly realized that he had to think differently. Humans had tools, technology, and strategy. The Zyrans had strength, speed, and knowledge of their land. Together they could survive. Alex motioned to the Zyrans. "We need to work together. You know the forest. I can help plan traps and defenses. We'll keep everyone safe if we stay calm and smart." The aliens tilted their heads, then nodded. Lyra stayed by his side, moving gracefully through the glowing trees. Alex began to feel a strange connection with her and her tribe. They were wary, cautious, but they wanted his guidance. He spent the next few hours observing the tribe, learning their customs, and teaching them simple strategies. They were intelligent and strong, but their ideas of planning were different from humans. Alex suggested ways to use the terrain, build traps, and set alarms for the predator. The tribe responded quickly, showing respect for his knowledge. At one point, the predator approached a clearing, but the Xerans' careful planning scared it away without anyone getting hurt. Alex breathed a sigh of relief. "See? We just need brains and teamwork," he whispered to Lyra. She chirped softly as if agreeing. As night fell, the glowing forest lit up like a magical city. Alex sat with the tribe, exhausted but proud. He realized that being alpha was not just about strength. It was about protecting, teaching, and caring. Humans had those abilities in ways even aliens could recognize. Lyra nudged his arm gently. Alex smiled. "Thanks for the bite, I think. I guess it was your way of saying trust me." She tilted her head and chirped, and he laughed. He knew the predator would return, and more challenges were ahead. But for now, he had gained the tribe's respect, and they had begun to accept him as their alpha. Alex felt something he had never felt before, a sense of responsibility beyond human borders. He was no longer just a doctor. He was a leader in an alien world. The glowing trees swayed in the wind, casting shadows over the tribe. Alex sat quietly, thinking about tomorrow. He had survived his first day as alpha, and somehow he knew this was only the beginning of an adventure far beyond anything he had imagined. The night was quiet, but Alex knew it was only temporary. He stayed alert, watching the glowing forest for any movement. Lyra sat near him, her eyes shimmering softly in the moonlight. The tribe slept in small clusters, trusting him to keep them safe. Alex rubbed his arm where she had bitten him. The glow had faded, but he could still feel a strange warmth from the mark. "You really picked me to lead, didn't you?" he whispered to Lyra. She chirped softly in response, almost like laughter. As dawn broke, Alex began planning the day. The predator had been scouting last night, and he knew it would return. He gathered the Xerans in the clearing. "Listen," Alex said. "We need to work together. I'll show you a few new ways to protect the tribe. You know the forest. I know strategy. Together, we'll keep everyone safe." The Xerans tilted their heads, listening carefully. Lyra stayed beside him, showing her trust. Alex smiled. "First, we'll make some simple traps. Then we'll create lookouts in the trees. If we can spot the predator early, we can control the fight." The aliens quickly followed his instructions. They were fast learners, and their natural agility made the traps and lookouts more effective than Alex had imagined. He realized that humans were clever, but the Xerans' instincts gave them an edge he couldn't match. Hours passed, and Alex worked alongside the tribe. He laughed as he showed one young Xeran how to use a basic lever to trigger a trap. The creature tried it and accidentally dropped a branch on itself. Alex winced but chuckled. Lyra nudged the alien to comfort it. Even in dangerous situations, the tribe had warmth and humor. Finally, everything was ready. The predator would come, and Alex hoped their preparations would work. The tribe hid quietly, blending with the forest. Alex stood with Lyra on a small rise, scanning the shadows. Then he saw it, a massive shape moving silently among the trees. The predator's glowing eyes scanned the clearing, and it let out a low growl. Alex's heart pounded. Stay calm, he whispered. He signaled the Xerans, and they sprang into action. Branches snapped, alarms sounded, and the predator hesitated, unsure of what to do. Alex had taught them well. The predator lunged, and the tribe used their traps to slow it down. Alex ran forward, holding a net device he had brought. With careful timing, he ensnared the creature's leg. It roared, thrashing, but the combined efforts of human strategy and Xeran skill worked. Lyra jumped forward, biting at the predator's side to distract it. Alex dodged a swipe of its claw and shouted instructions to the tribe. "Push it toward the pit trap now!" With a final coordinated effort, the predator fell into a hidden pit, safely contained. The tribe cheered softly, not in fear, but in relief and admiration. Alex panted, exhausted but proud. He had led them, and they had followed brilliantly. Lyra approached him, her eyes shining with gratitude. Alex smiled, scratching behind her ears, a gesture she seemed to enjoy. "We did it. Together." The Xerans gathered around, and the largest of them stepped forward. "You are not just our alpha. You are our protector. You are one of us now," it said in clicks and whistles that Alex could understand. Alex felt a strange warmth. I didn't expect any of this. I was just trying to help one person, and now... He looked around at the tribe, seeing their respect and trust. I guess humans can be useful in more ways than I thought. The tribe celebrated their victory. They danced in the glowing forest, making patterns of light with their skin. Alex joined them, awkwardly at first, but then with more confidence. Lyra chirped and nudged him, and he laughed. It was strange and wonderful, being part of a world so different from Earth. Over the next few days, Alex stayed with the tribe, helping them adapt to new tools and strategies. He showed them ways to use rocks and vines to strengthen their homes, and simple alarms to warn of danger. The tribe was eager to learn, and Alex was proud of their progress. Through it all, Alex realized that being alpha was more than fighting monsters or giving orders. It was about understanding the tribe, teaching, learning, and caring for them. Humans had many abilities, but the most important were empathy, creativity, and courage. One evening, Alex and Lyra sat by a glowing stream. She dipped her hand in the water, splashing lightly. Alex joined her, laughing as the water sparkled around them. "You know," he said, "I never thought being alpha would involve so much fun." Lyra chirped and nudged his arm as if agreeing. Alex looked at her, realizing how much he had come to care for her and the tribe. They were not just aliens to study. They were friends, companions, and a family he had chosen. Suddenly, a small group of Zirans came running. Another predator. But smaller, they warned. Alex stood up, ready again. He looked at Lyra. "All right, time to see what we can do together." Using everything they had learned, Alex and the tribe prepared quickly. The smaller predator came, but this time Alex knew exactly how to handle it. The Zirans worked with him, following his instructions perfectly. Within minutes, the predator was captured safely. The tribe cheered again. Alex breathed deeply, feeling a sense of accomplishment. He had led them, protected them, and learned from them. Humans, he realized, were more than just explorers or scientists. They were leaders, problem solvers, and friends in any world. That night, the tribe held a small celebration for Alex. Lyra approached him and gently touched his arm where the bite mark had been. Alex smiled, feeling a deep connection. "You trusted me first, and now we've done it together," he said softly. The glowing forest shimmered around them. Alex looked at the tribe, then at Lyra, and knew that his life had changed forever. He was no longer just a human on a distant planet. He was their alpha, their protector, and their friend. And somewhere deep in his heart, he realized that humans could be amazing. Not because of strength or weapons, but because of their heart, courage, and intelligence. Tomorrow would bring new challenges, new predators, and new adventures. But Alex was ready. He was alpha now, and with the tribe by his side, there was no problem too big to solve. The forest glowed softly as Alex sat quietly, watching over his new family. He felt proud, strong, and happy. He had come to heal one alien, and in return he had found a tribe, a purpose, and a friendship that spanned worlds.